Hello everyone, welcome to another video, and today we'll be testing the GeForce RTX 3070 Ti in Horizon Forbidden West. And we have the Asus ROG Strix variant of the GPU, and here are the specs of the GPU. We have the 3070 Ti, we have resizable bar turned on in BIOS, we have 8GB of GDDR6X memory, and we are on the latest NVIDIA driver 551.86. And over here on Task Manager we have the i7-13700KF CPU, and we have 64 gigabytes of DDR5 CL36 running at 6000 megahertz, and the 3070 Ti here again. And finally, in MSI Afterburner, we have no overclock supplied. Fan is set to auto. So let's jump into Horizon Forbidden West and check out the frame rates. So first up, we're going to try that 1080p resolution at maximum settings using DLAA. And we're not going to use TAA because there is only 2 FPS difference with DLAA. And this is on maximum preset. And very high and maximum is the same. For maximum, you just need to change the texture filtering to 16x, whereas in very high it stays at 8x. So here we go at 1080p maximum settings. We are getting 80 FPS, and as you can see, the 1% lows are really good in this game. This game is very stable, as I was saying in my 4070 Ti video, 4070 Ti Super. And this will be interesting to see on this GPU, this game, because of the 8GB VRAM. Because even at 1440p resolution, it doesn't use over 8GB. So it's gonna be a very good experience, even at 1440p. We're gonna see that after this. Let's kill this robots quickly.
Could set that machine on fire.
I want to stealth take down this. Wanted to come near. Let's take this one out. This one I'm gonna fight on my own. Why do you all throw rocks? Oh my goodness. There we go. So really very smooth experience at 1080p. We are getting 88 FPS, averaging at 83, and the 1% lows are at 60 plus, which is really good. And GPU usage stays at 99% all the time, even at 1080p. And we are seeing the same with the 4070 Ti Super. This tells us how optimized this game is. One more thing I'm gonna try at 1080p is using DLSS Ultra Performance to see, does it still manage to hold that 99% GPU use even with DLSS Ultra Performance. And this is the most intensive area of the map so far, I have found out. As you can see, we're getting 70s. Looking at these trees and all this. Yeah, right here. 74, 75. That's the worst. Even down in that area, it drops down. We're getting 100 up here. Yeah, right here, near this barrel. Okay. It's the same, 78, just like up there we are getting. This is the lowest I have seen so far. Anyways, let's enable DLSS Ultra Performance and see if it still managed to hold 99% GPU utilization at max settings. Well, look at that, guys. It still managed to pull off 100% GPU utilization, even at Ultra Performance DLSS. There is no CPU limitations in this game, which is really good. I mean, no one should be playing like this, obviously, but I'm just doing this for the testing. One thing I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna head in and change the graphics to like very low. Let's see. with DLSS ultra performance, does it still manage to pull off 99%? Wow, still 95. That is amazing. Even with very low settings, guys, we're getting 200 FPS with ultra performance DLSS at 1080p, and there's no stress literally on the CPU. No extra stress is being put. No, there is obviously extra load being put on the CPU, but it's not massive to bottleneck the GPU. We're still getting 98%, as you can see, 97, 96, which is just amazing. Look at that, 300 FPS. But the sky. Alright guys, now let's switch to 1440p and check it out. So up next at 1440p resolution using DLAA maximum settings, that is with texture filtering set to 16x. And everything else is on the very high preset pretty much. So as you can see guys, we're getting below 60 FPS. Oh, what was that? So we're getting 60 sometimes it's dropping, most of the time it's dropping. Down here we're gonna get 60 plus most likely. We're still 59, there we go, 60. Let's take this robot out real quick. And it sees me, of course. There's another one out here. Don't swing your tail. There we go, guys. So we are averaging at 58 FPS, 59, close to 60. So some DLSS quality is gonna help us push above that 60 FPS mark pretty much, probably in the 80s. And 1% lows are still really good. Above 40s. 60 FPS is gonna drop here in this intensive jungle area. And yep, 57, that's the lowest. It's gonna go, I guess. 55. We have 51 minimum already though. The game really looks good. On video you might not be able to tell that, but trust me, just play this game. It looks amazing. So up next at 1440p using DLSS quality maximum graphics settings. As you can see, we're getting 76 FPS, close to 80. We're gonna get to 80 pretty much in that area over there. And sometimes when you try to change DLSS settings or apply DLSS, it doesn't get applied. It gives you worse FPS than what you are getting at native. Just go back to the menu and come back into the game. It will be fixed. It just happened to me twice. So we're getting 74, 75, 80 FPS. There we go. I told you we're gonna get 80. They didn't see that, which is good. So VRAM usage is well below 8 gigabytes, as you can see, even below 7. As I was saying, this game is not that much heavy. So neither on the CPU end, neither on the VRAM end. Even at 1440p, even though we are using DLSS quality right now, we're still below 7 gigabytes of VRAM, which is fantastic. 1% lows at 59, 55, 0.1. Excellent, that is. Now we are crossing 7 gigabytes VRAM. But yeah, I knew it pretty much. This is gonna be very well playable and stable on 8 gigabytes GPU, even at 1440p resolution. You might not get higher frame rates on lower end GPUs, but you will have a stable, smooth gameplay. So up next, I'm gonna be doing is turning on DLAA, no DLSS this time, And I'm gonna drop this to high settings. So here we go with high settings preset. At 1440p native with DLAA we can achieve 60 plus FPS. Sometimes it's dropping here and there to 59. But yeah, you can achieve 60 FPS at native 1440p using the high preset on this GPU. So in case you don't like DLSS or upscaling, you can pretty much use the high preset. And maybe slightly overclock the GPU in MSI Afterburner to stay above 60 plus all the time. And yep, it drops right here to 52. There will be some areas it's gonna drop, and I expect further down in the game, because I have never played this. This is the first time I'm playing. We will have drops to maybe 40s, higher 40s in intense action areas or scenes. I expect that to happen, maybe. So 56, 55, as you can see. And averaging around 60 FPS right there. And these guys have respawned again.
It's about to get loud.
Just as I went a little bit far and they just respawned. Oh, don't swing your tail on me. Can I stun him? Let's easy machine kills. And we are at 61 FPS average still pretty much. Anyways guys, let's switch to 4K resolution now. So up next at 4K resolution using DAA anti-aliasing. Not gonna use DLAA because we need all the FPS we can get at 4K with this GPU. And at maximum settings we have all of these. Let's head in. And as you can see, we are getting below 40. We're gonna get to 40 down there. So I know the FPS increases over that area. And we are touching 40s at times. And this is still very smooth, trust me, because of the 1% lows. Very smooth gameplay, even at 40 below FPS. Let's take him out. Nobody saw that. Up next, I'm gonna take this one out as well.
Oh, here we go.
Ah, it saw me. At least I stunned it. Does that hurt? No? Let's go. That should have hurt. And we are averaging 39 FPS, pretty much 50 FPS. I mean 40 FPS. And we just leveled up second time to level 5. And it's a quite smooth experience. VRAM usage is, yeah, it's now limited. Because at 4K, it's probably gonna use more than 8 gigabytes. Of course, it was using already on my 4070 Ti Super video. So, oh my goodness, what is that? This is the most demanding area, most likely. You're getting 34, 33 over there, 31, 32. Yep. 29, we're dropping to 29 even. Okay, this is not playable, guys. We're gonna need some help of DLSS quality, or maybe even balanced DLSS. So here at 4K with DLSS quality, maximum preset settings, not preset, pretty much settings. While standing here, we're getting 45 FPS, and as I was saying in the 1440p section that you might need to restart your game, not the game. I mean, go back to menu and come back in. for DLSS to apply at times. It happened to me again, the third time now. So we're getting 40 plus now with DLSS quality. And this is much more smoother, of course, than native. I'm gonna try to take this down quietly as well. Hopefully I managed to. No! It saw me. Did he? Even I'm confused that it did see me. I guess it did. Yeah, it has seen me. There's no point of hiding. You have a tail, I have a spear. Let's go. And it's dropping to 35 right now, 34. But it's still much more playable than native max out settings. I think while using medium or high settings preset, it should be playable with DLSS quality. It should get 60 FPS. And regardless of the settings at 4K, at this area it drops to 20s. It's probably because of the VRAM, even though it's sitting at 6.6 gigabytes. I don't know what's going on. So at 4K DLSS quality with high preset this time, we are getting 46, 47 FPS from up here. Let's go down there and take these 3 robots out quickly. We are gonna touch 50 FPS this time. I have a feeling. Can it hear me when I roll? Oh my god, how did it even see me? I don't know. I don't understand, bro. How did it know? Probably can hear me when I roll or dodge. Where's the other one? Ooh.
Still in strength.
Come here, boy. Ah, this last one is pretty annoying. There we go. So we did touch 50 FPS, 55 of max. And now we're getting 52. I want to see up there, does it drop still? It's probably gonna drop hard. But does it drop to 20s this time? That's what I want to see. It has started dropping. Okay, no, it doesn't drop to 20s now with high preset. It was doing so on very high or maximum. Very high and maximum is pretty much the same. And it does drop to high 30s, but still good. So it's much more playable now with high preset DLSS quality. And finally for this video, we are gonna do it 4K DLSS quality using the medium preset. So from up here, we are getting 58, 57 FPS, 59, and there we go, 60 FPS. So yeah, using the medium preset, you can achieve 60 plus. And sometimes it's gonna drop to 50s. This is much more smooth now. Let's take out this final one.
You can turn this around.
Let's go. That was easy. So we're getting 60 plus, 61 average FPS. And this is using DLSS quality, not native, once again. I don't think any settings can get us 60 plus. Maybe very low can get us on native 4K. But it's not worth playing it with very low settings. And in this area, we are dropping 250s. Yep, it's much better using this. So if you want a smooth experience, go with medium settings using DLSS quality at 4K. Otherwise, stick to high with DLSS quality. So that will be for this video, guys. Do leave a like and subscribe if you are new here, because most of you don't even subscribe to the channel after watching the videos. And I will see you guys on the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.